GCK-King's Circle with Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumuyi.
Hello royalties, welcome to another episode of the GCK-King's Circle. My name is Bokocha Hannah and I'm the host for today's episode. With me is the co-host
Gabriel Eric. Here at the GCK-King's Circle, kings, queens, princes and princesses are raised, nurtured and equipped to transform their world. With Dr. W.F. Kumuyi,
the renowned global trailblazer, Dr. W.F. Kumuyi, as an advocate for youth engagement and global excellence. Dr. W.F. Kumuyi shines as a beacon of innovation and advocacy for excellence.
But before he comes out, let's have a session of soul edifying music piece.
There's a reason why the curse of sin is broken. There's a reason why the darkness runs from light. There's a reason why we stand here now forgiven. Jesus is alive.
Welcome back. Discovering the purpose of the Creator for His creations is crucial for life, as life is meant to be lived intentionally and not habitually.
And now, we'll listen to Dr. W.F. Kumuyi as he gives us an in-depth knowledge on this topic.
Those who are trying to disciple other people, and yet they themselves are corrupted. They do not have the real gospel, the pure gospel, the transforming gospel. And yet they're trying to disciple others. They are blind, and their blindness is condemned. Look at James or John. They saw somebody committed. He left house, left job, left his daily responsibilities, and he had developed himself from what he had heard of Christ. And he had heard that the name of Christ will cast out devils. And now he came out committed, casting out devils in his name. And they forbade him. What if the man did not agree with you, John? What will you do? He says, I know what I'm doing. You cannot forbid me. As Christ sent you to stop me, so I continue. John, what will you do? Maybe they'll raise their voice. Maybe they clamp down on him. What if the man remains adamant? I know I'm not doing anything wrong. John, be careful, lest we resort to boxing each other in trying to stop somebody, and the person refuses to stop. You might lose your temper. You might lose all the grace in you. You might go out of the kingdom and then begin to do something outside the kingdom so as to effectively stop that person. Let's be very careful. There is a narrow line between righteousness and unrighteousness. There's a narrow line between trying to have authority over other people and still having authority over yourself. Be very careful. Look at Numbers chapter 11. I'm reading from verse 26. In verse 26, but there remained two of the men in the camp. The name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and they were of them that were reaching. But they went not out into the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. Look at verse 27. And there ran a young man and told Moses and said, Eldad and Medad, do prophesy in the camp. Verse 28. And Joshua, let's be careful of overzealousness. God has said, choose 70 of the people you know in Israel. Bring them, and I will pour my spirit upon them. 70. And 68 of them were together. 2 of them were in the camp, Medad, Eldad. And somebody came to report, these people are not in the camp. And the Spirit of God came upon them, and they are prophesying by the Spirit of the Lord. And Joshua, zealous, young, thinking he was defending Moses. Joshua, the son of Nun, the servant of Moses, one of his young men answered and said, my Lord Moses, forbid them. Verse 29. In verse 29, and Moses said unto him, enviest thou for my sake? Are you defending me? Defend God. Are you defending me? Defend the program of God. Are you defending me? Defend the decision of God to pour the Spirit upon them, rather than forgetting, this is God. Did I put the Spirit upon Eldad and Medad? No. God put the Spirit upon them. Defend God. When your defending of Moses goes higher than the defending of God, you're going astray. When your defending of man goes beyond the defending of Jesus Christ, the Messiah, you're missing your way. When you're defending of your local church, your denomination goes beyond your defending of God, you're missing the point. You're not called here into the kingdom to defend yourself, to defend the church, to defend anyone, but you have come to lift up the hand of the people, all the ministers who are preaching the gospel and who are bringing people into the kingdom. That's why you are called. Watch over your calling. Enviest thou for my sake? Would God that all the Lord's people, all the children of God, would God that all of God's children, all of the citizens of the kingdom were prophets, and that the Lord will put his Spirit upon them.
And now we've come to discover that we are created to fulfill a purpose. Begin now to live life intentionally.
You experience his goodness and reflect his image.
Thank you for joining us in today's episode.
Kindly join us on the next episode.
We believe that you've been impacted. Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumuyi will love to hear from you. Please visit our social media platforms and don't forget to join us on the next episode of GCK King's Circle.